And welcome back, everybody. I'm the Doc Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. You are watching Open. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for checking it all out. Our next guests are the founder of the Anchor Group and the Chief Executive Officer and founding designer for House of Dimash. And they join us to speak about how they are providing visibility for home healthcare workers as frontline workers and promote the upcoming 2023 Care Star Awards, and so much more. So please welcome to the show, Kevin Howell and Glenroy March. Welcome, welcome, welcome,
Thank you
guys.
for having me, Bob.
All right.
Pleasure.
All the way from the land of
Jamaica.
Yeah, man. Welcome.
Thank you,
I
man.
feel so warm because when I think about Jamaica, it just relaxes me so much.
7 miles of beach, right?
Yeah, all of that stuff. Listen, guys, tell us about the work that you guys are doing with Anchor, the Anchor Group.
So the Anchor Group, I started it in 2009. It's a strategic consulting firm that was built around helping organizations to become more efficient and using that efficiency to drive their revenues. Because it's one thing to get stuff coming in, but you can't control it when it comes in, right?
Yeah.
So we consider ourselves a solutions firm. We provide software, we provide strategic planning services, marketing services. And over the last 7 years, we've been working in the healthcare space, specifically long-term care. And so this whole journey around the Care Star came from just seeing the gaps in that space, and we're a solutions firm.
Yeah.
And so we're creating a solutions to highlight the work of
Problem
home care
solution.
workers.
Problem solution. And how did my man Dimash get in there? Dimash.
Yes, you got it. So I will provide, because as you know, at House of Dimash, it's a couture house, both men's and women. So I will play that comes in and do the magic. So for the awardees, I will do the makeover.
Oh, okay, okay. And when you talk about makeovers, what is it? Is it facials and everything?
So
and
actually,
clothing?
it will include a full package. So for us at House of Dimash, we'll bring in other partners like makeup artists, hairstylists, but we'll provide the garments. So we'll get them a full total look over.
Get the accessories
their nails
and everything.
done, the accessories, makeup, hair, beauty tips, how to take care of your skin. So it will be a total full package.
How'd you guys come up with this?
Well, as I said,
Is it from 9/11? I mean,
no,
not
actually,
9/11. Not 9/11.
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
No, actually, we conceptualized this in 2018.
Oh, just before COVID.
Before COVID,
Yeah.
and then COVID happened, so you really couldn't have any in-person events.
Yeah.
And so at the end of 2022, we figured if any year it made sense to kick this activity off, it was this year, given everything that is happening around home care worker, the state increase, the wages, there's constant kind of conversations around equity for home care workers and pay, hours that they're working, et cetera, et cetera. So a lot is going on now in the industry. So this is a good way to kind of talk a little bit about welfare. What does welfare look like? Salary is one part of welfare, right? But mental health is one part of welfare. Supporting home care workers as they take care of clients. When a client dies, what happens? You've been working with a client for 15 years. This client suddenly died. The agency take you and put you on another case. No sense of stopping to see how are you feeling. So the Care Star Awards is really intended to open up the door to pause and let us see how we can make the lives of home care workers better.
Yeah, and you know, those frontline workers, healthcare workers, risking their lives to help us go on living our lives, especially during the pandemic, you know, that was so special and so important. So this big thing that you're doing, people are going to come together. You have a date and everything for it?
Yes, the event is August 3rd.
August 3rd.
Right, but there's a series of events leading up to that event, right? So as a solutions organization, we understand that having an event don't really change much. So we're starting the conversation with the home care leaders on May 17th in a home care leader breakfast.
Yeah.
Then June 7th, we're having another event, which is a mixer to bring post-acute care leaders together. Because there's a connection between post-acute care and home care. Post-acute care is that when you leave the hospital, and you go into community, that's technically post-acute care.
Yeah.
So the rehabbing or service at home or connecting to mental health resources in community, connecting to nutrition resources, transportation in community. So we're bringing all of those people together in the mixer. And then in August, we are having the awards. But in between is where all of the magic will happen.
All the magic.
With the kind of getting the home care workers.
Spice it up and nice it up. Yeah. So, so all along the way, you're going to dress all of these people?
So our main focus will be the event, of course, but leading up to the event, we're preparing them.
Oh,
it's like anything, you gotta
That's like
marinate
rehearsals.
it. Yeah, exactly. You gotta marinate your chicken, right?
Yeah, there
so
you go.
for instance, you know, the hairstyle and figure out who we're partnering with and who's gonna get the hair done. And it's like anything, you have to coordinate. So you have 50, however, a span of 2 weeks, how we're going to get everyone prepared.
Yeah. So how's this gonna look? How's this going to look on that date? The Care Star Awards. You have people already nominated?
Right. So let me walk through the process. So this award is intended to, it's a post-acute care award. This year we're honoring home care workers, right? So this year is an honoring of home care workers, but next year it will be another group of healthcare workers, right? So the nominations are open as of March 23rd. So agencies can nominate up to 2 Care Star.
Oh, okay.
Right. So we're working with the home care agencies, community organization, churches. They may have members who are working as home care workers. They can nominate those individuals. Then we move to shortlisting of the top 36, then the top 20. The top 20 are the folks that the House of the Marsh will be packaging, right? And really not focusing on the negative of kind of the struggle, but the positive of the glory of the journey, how home care workers, the salary that they have gotten in this space has helped them to send their kids to school and build their homes back home in Jamaica, because a lot of home care workers are Caribbean people. And one of the things that people don't understand, there are 480,000 home care workers here in New York State. About 400,000 are in New York City. That's one of the largest population of workers. So when you are home, when you are at work, they're at your home taking care of your mommy, your daddy.
They were taking care of my mommy up until 2011. To 2020.
Right.
My mom is no longer here, but yeah, they did a great job. Now she lived all the way up to 90 years old.
Oh,
and,
nice.
You know,
good age.
They took good care of her too. You know. So
right.
Thank you.
Listen, and that's what we want to do, right? We want to recognize that they are there, and not just the 90-year-old, but they're taking care of your kid who met in an accident, right? And have a traumatic brain injury.
Tell us about this inaugural event that you guys are putting together.
So the
inaugural, you gonna put the same energy into it?
Yes.
So the inaugural event is going to be a parade of home care workers and agencies and their family members, and it's going to be in Brooklyn, Queens border.
All right.
Working on the final details of the location now, but it's going to be the Brooklyn, Queens border.
Only separated by maybe the BQE or the Pulaski Bridge or something like that. I don't know.
Separated by the it's the 87. So it's going to really make a lot of difference in terms of the event. So it's going to be fashion show. It's going to be entertainment. It's going to be food. It's going to really capture the essence of what home care workers do and the people who are in kind of the pot that makes it happen.
And some of those people in the pot for you would be, you have partners working with you?
Yes, because for instance, I design clothes, but I don't do makeup. So I would need my makeup partners to come over. The
accessory, and the whole nine.
And the whole nine. But our big focus is to make the ladies feel amazing and looks like they're on the red carpet. You know, we know that home care workers in scrubs, but what about a couture gown? You know, so that will be where the magic will be.
Yeah, that's special right there.
It is.
Right, home care workers in scrubs, and maybe I don't know. They've been wearing masks before,
long before everybody else.
But now, and the hair always pulling one covered. But now we can put some curls, we can add some extension, so now we can really show them to their family and friend in a different light.
There you go. Want to shout out some of the people working with you?
Yeah, so definitely want to shout out Cabs Health Network, one home care agency out of Brooklyn, Jassa Care, obviously House of Dimash, I mean, he's here. Caribbean Times newspaper, RDC Productions, my PR firm, Sharon and her team at Netstruck PR. So yeah, I mean, those are some of the folks that we're working with now, but we're now in the process of bringing on new partners, new sponsors. So we're having a bunch of conversations around that now. I mean, it's the inaugural event, inaugural event, you plan a whole lot, but now it's making it happen, making the magic flow.
I'll look at the calendar, see what I have open, and I'll try to make a couple of those.
No, that would be great.
Tell Sharon I said hello. Is she in the building somewhere?
Yeah, she's in the building.
Sharon, hey Sharon, how are you? We gave you a big shout out, Sharon.
she's definitely in the building. Yeah. But no, yeah, I mean it's gonna be. But we have a final event, the end of summer boat ride.
Oh, okay. See, we didn't know about that one.
Right. So
you got the music and everything. You got Caribbean music.
Caribbean is gonna be in parade.
The food,
and the energy of the Caribbean. But also, you imagine that home care is not just Caribbean. You have Russians, you have Latinx communities.
Exactly.
So really, it's going to be a bringing together, a melting pot of the people, the leaders who are working in that space.
Yeah.
And that's September 27th.
You guys have the same website, or yours is different?
Different.
Go ahead. Give me yours.
So go ahead.
So it's www.dimashcouture.com.
DimashCouture.com.
Perfect. And the same thing for all my social media. So it's just Dimash Couture for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
So the CareStar is carestarward.com. However, the company is www.anchorgroupcorp.com.
I like the way you threw those W's in there. At one time we were practicing, for radio, WBLS, www. Trying to get the W right.
Right.
But say it again.
I mean, it becomes like a second nature. Anchorgroupcorp.com, and we're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Anchor Group Corp.
Hey, listen, guys, thank you for coming, all right?
Sure.
We'll join up again, all right? You let us know more.
Thank you so much.
All
yes,
right.
we will.
We'll take a quick break. I've got more open coming up next. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet.